Welcome back to another episode of the Youth Academy Career Mode here. Kicking today's episode off in December. We are going to go ahead and get our first scouting report though to start the episode. We are going to obviously new scouting countries for today and really today and the next couple of episodes as well. It's Wales up first, a 700k. We are not going to go ahead and bring in. I am still looking out for a striker. Now I did just bring in Laporte, the striker, I believe last episode or the episode before that, and he has hit the ground running and he's actually doing very good at the moment. So we are going to look to obviously continue growing him. Now on here for Madagascar, we also went to Madagascar, one of the countries you can't go in the game. I went ahead and chose a specific position of striker to see if we can get a couple of decent options in here for the striker position. Now obviously when I was at Zimbabwe, it was just giving me goalkeepers after goalkeepers after goalkeepers. So I might as well just put it on the position. And then once I put it on that position, hopefully it just gives me a good striker. And then last but not least, we are over to Portugal. Maybe we can find the next Ronaldo. Honestly, I doubt it, but we can definitely give it a try. And in fact, I don't think we've brought in a single player to kick things off in today. We are sitting 9th in the league. We are only, 2 points off? We are 3 points off a playoff spot. However, Plymouth Argyle do have a game in hand. So if them and Portsmouth both win their game in hand, we'll be 5 points off of Wrexham, who is currently sitting in 4th, but will more than likely fall down all the way in 6th. So we are looking not terrible, but not honestly not even that good. We do have 2 games left to go in this calendar year, and then we are into the January transfer window, in which we have Cardiff City in the round 3 of the FA Cup. We'll definitely get to that as well. We are going to go ahead and quick sim this game against Bradford City. We are going to look to go ahead and play against Reading in the coming days. Laporte scores. He's on fire at the moment. Laporte scores to make it a 1-1 draw against Bradford City. Now Reading have 11 more points that's in the league. They are sitting in an automatic promotion spot. So this is going to be a massive, massive game for the boys here in the green kit as we look to try and come over top of them. Our team is somewhat a little tired a little bit that we are going to go ahead and put Porter on the field. And that is pretty much it. Olsen wants to leave the club, by the way. Olsen wants to leave the club, so that'll be one to look out for. Maybe we'll let him go in the January transfer window. Like I said, Martins is on the chopping block, and this might be his last game here at the club on the starting 11 for sure. As we go ahead and offer Porter, Laporte, Ramos, Ricci, Varela, Martins, Cordoba, Dennis, Weston, and Sykes. And in fact, we are going to go ahead and threaten Martin's starting 11 position here if he doesn't get over a 8.0. Let's see what the boys in green can do against a automatic promotion threatener, Reading. Martins into Ricci. Ricci is going to carry it at the box just a little bit. Now out wide to Cordoba. Cordoba, can you find Laporte? It's a beautiful find, Laporte! It's a good shot, but the keeper, Joel Paeta, goes ahead and makes a great save there. It'll be out for a corner. It'll be Varela to take it. It'll be Sykes to try and head it in. Probably the shortest player on the field next to Ricci. But he's always right there in the middle. Giannis! And they go ahead and get that late goal. Really against the run of play. It's pretty much been all Wakefield in this first half. But Reading go ahead and get the goal that matters at least the most at right now. As we go into the break, now down 1-0 and down our left back. As Cordoba cannot play on, he is injured. He recommended a sub. I've never seen that. Martins wins the ball back in the midfield. He'll find Laporte. Laporte quickly into Ricky. Richie will go ahead and level things up here in the 61st minute. It's 1-1 here against Reading. We definitely deserve that goal. We definitely deserve the lead. We still have to fight for the lead, though, here. The ball in. It's a good ball, and it's a good goal. It's a good volley. It's Reading in the front again. Hamdan cuts back. Hamdan into Varela. Videla over the top for Porter. Porter back to Videla. Videla with the Travella! Level things up again. It's 2-2. Possibly the last chance of the game. It's a corner for Reading. It's Montero to try and hit that out. The defender will get the free kick. A handball from the Reading players, and we might get one more chance here. It's Weston absolutely clobbered out. All right, now we might get maybe one more chance. If we can get the ball up the field quickly. It's Vieira on the ball. Vieira trying to find Cadillac, and that's going to be game over. A 2-2 draw against Reading. Honestly, not bad. We definitely, that first half, we should have been in front for sure. But a fair draw at the end of the day here. It's 2-2. And it's time for another scouting report here, starting off in Madagascar. Obviously, in the quest for a new striker, it's looking like we are getting absolutely nothing here from Madagascar for 2 months there. We are now into the Portuguese. 825K for Bernardo Lopez. We'll go ahead and bring him in just to check him out. Everybody else here honestly looks about bank average for that. And then now over to Wales. We are going to hopefully find someone somewhat decent. It's looking like a no so far. It's really looking like a no so far, as Nathan Loyal is the last one, and that was absolutely horrific. We brought in one player from Portugal, and he is a center back at 58 overall. That is insane. Maybe he is not a center back. Maybe he is a center back after all. Maybe a CDM. I'm going to change him to a CDM in the hopes that he improves a little bit. Malor is going to be brought into the team. He will replace Santos in that starting role instantly. We are going to go ahead and quick sim this game. Malor is back in the starting 11. Montero is in the starting 11 as well. I'm going to have to change his training plan because obviously he's on the reserves. I have him on performance-based, not on fitness-based. It's a 4-1 thumping though. Hamdan Varela hat-trick. Varela hat-trick. I mean, he for sure got man of the match. Surely Varela got man of the match. I'm not going to... Now, don't do +3s for sim gives. But if I were, it would be him for sure. And I believe that is Olsen being sold to Rosenberg for 1.4 million. He wanted to go. I wasn't playing him, and I have a better goalkeeper on the bench already. So going and let him go. Obviously, Rosenberg is not a high-level club, thinking about it, but it is good enough to just go ahead and sell him. I don't have to only sell him to these clubs, so we are going to go ahead and just let him go over there, and hopefully he can continue on, and I will track his stats during this entire ordeal. Maybe might be one to bring it back in the future. Obviously, we can bring back youth academy players that we have sold that have been coming through our youth academy by itself. So somebody like him, somebody like Price, we could bring Price back if we really wanted to. I mean, if we really wanted to bring back Price, we could, because we have 51 million just from player sales this season. It's Cardiff City in the FA Cup here. Time to take on some of the big boys. I can't believe Cordoba is injured. I'm going to go ahead and go through tactical view. I will jump in if need be. I probably will need be. And I will jump in, obviously. But I want to see what the tactical view is. I haven't used it in a long time, at least on this series. I use it all the time on personal, to be honest. In fact, that's almost exclusively what I do. But let's see what we can do in round 3 of the FA Cup. Varela has scored a hat-trick, and in fact, I know I'm not playing this game technically at the moment. However, if Mr. Laporte can go ahead and score a brace in today's game, that will go ahead and give him a play style. Don't know which play style, but I'll go ahead and give him one play style that can help him shooting. Hamdan's on the attack into Varela. Varela now, can he find Laporte? Laporte! Is that onside? It is! Laporte takes the lead for Wakefield over Cardiff City. Cardiff City are in the championship. I did check before this game. It's Laporte on the score sheet. It's Varela with an assist. Varela has been on fire this season. I can't lie. He's been on fire. Ojo. Ojo Cole, and he leveled things up for Cardiff City. It's 1-1. It was only really a matter of time before that did happen, but it does happen. It's 1-1. The cross comes in. Dennis can't really head it away, and McGinnis, a lofting header into the back of the net, and Cardiff City might have just knocked out Wakefield. And our FA Cup run is over once again in the third round, this time to a championship caliber team. It's time to fully focus on the league, get into the playoffs, and try and fight our way up to the championship to take on Cardiff City and beat them in the league twice, because that's exactly what I want to do now at the moment. And thankfully, he's only out for 5 days. Thank the Lord. I think he might miss one game, but 5 days is manageable. And Mustafa Saeed has been loaned out for 2 years for Accrington Stanley. We'll see what his continued growth rate is over the course of those 2 years, I guess, because why not? That's if he even stays for 2 years. That's if I don't bring him back and just sell him. I probably will bring him back at the beginning of next season. But Accrington Stanley, I didn't even spell that name completely right at all, but he's gone. And Valletta has been loaned out to Fleetwood Town as well. We are losing a couple of midfielders. Our midfielder depth is dropping off slightly, but he has been loaned out to Fleetwood for what says 2 years, but will probably be AF. And that guy's head was so big, he covered the whole entire screen. But it's looking like Martins has been loaned out as well for 2 years. Once again, it feels like I can only get 2-year loan, but he's gone for 2 years. It's going to be half a season once again, because I probably will end up selling him next season if I bring him back, when I bring him back. And Cadillac has been loaned out again for 2 years to Newport County. We now don't really have a good backup striker option. We have Archer once again. I mean, we've never had a good backup striker ever, but it is what it is. He's gone for 2 years to Newport County. We'll see him at the beginning of next season. Hopefully he's good enough to stay and continue to be our second choice striker when he comes back. MK Dons, we're going to go in quick sim. It's a 2-2 draw. Lecco scores a minute after Laporte, and Laporte goes ahead and gathers a brace in that game there as well. I don't think I'm playing a single game in January anymore because we only have Oxford United and we're 8 points above them. I'm kind of focusing on these transfer offers. I've been getting some from big clubs, but I don't really want to show it unless it's actually going through. I know Sykes got a transfer offer from Burnley. I accepted that. Well, I didn't. I mean, I accepted it at 12.5 million. It was. I got the most out of it. His contract somehow broke down. I'm not quite sure. Mayor got an offer from a German club, I believe. His contract broke down. I'm surprised I haven't got a transfer offer from Richie or even Ramos or even Hamdan yet. And obviously, I think with Cordoba being injured, I think I'm going to get lucky and not get a transfer offer for him. And I might not lose him into next season, which is a beautiful thing to see. Scouting report number 3. We are going to go ahead and extend it one more month. So we'll go ahead and get one more scouting report from these guys, and then we'll recall and then re-send out for ending the season off there. We are going to go ahead and get absolutely nothing, it's looking like, from Madagascar. They have one more time to impress us. Now over to Portugal, in which I'm hoping for a decent Portuguese player. I really want another Portuguese player. I think Montero is the only Portuguese player that's in my team. Maybe Steele, but I'm not quite sure. Jose Alves, I'm going to go bring him in because overall is decent enough to where his potential is decent enough. He's 15, so you might have enough room to grow there. I got to stop being so picky, but I'm also being way too picky, or being not picky enough in the same sense there. And then over to Wales, which has been an absolute disappointment. I think I'm going to go next 3 months is absolute, just go ham, in all honesty. Final game of the episode. We are going Hamdan, Laporte, Ramos, Ricci, Valletta, Mayor, Monterio, Dennis, Weston, Skies, and Shabala in net. We are going to go ahead and offer Malor long pass if he can complete 3 long passes. in today's game against Beto. It's Aqua. Now into Ogbondo. Into Mazid. I'm just going to say Mazid. I'm looking bottom of the names. It's Campbell. Into Robertson. Now into Aqua. Gets past Dennis. Now Campbell. He's onside. Gets past Sykes. Gets past the keeper. It's 1-0 for Barrow. Mazid is going. It's all Mazid. Now Campbell. Campbell into Aqua. Aqua, was he onside? He was. That's insane. 2-0 for Barrow. Nearly almost didn't. Sykes slides, and the second rebound actually works out. Ramos into Richie. Richie now, can you throw that into Videla? First time finish from Videla! Gets one back. It's 2-1. And Videla, the Travella man, half-ins the deficit. Ball. Richie loses the ball. Diouf. Aqua into Campbell. Campbell gets past Shabalala, and that's game over. Wow. That's insane. How does Shabalala not save that? It goes right underneath him. That's just incredible to think about. We lose that game 3-1. Our playoff races are slowly, but not really slowly, but quickly but surely coming to an end. We are, what, 5-6 points off now? We're 7 points off a playoff spot. We do have a game in hand, though, against Sheffield Wednesday. But the players that we have to play in hand, we're 3 points behind them. They could jump into there. So we could stay 3 points behind them. That's not the biggest deal at the moment as well. At the top, it is currently Blackpool, with Portsmouth having a game in hand, only 5 points behind them. When we come back, it might be the regular season finale / season finale. We do only have, what, couple months left in today's thing, and I probably won't play all the way up into this Burton game, in all honesty. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and quick sim to the Burton game to end things off here. We beat Fleetwood Town 1-0. We beat Notts County 2-1. That's good. We're getting good results during simulations. A 1-1 draw is honestly fine. Montedio, I think Montedio wants to leave because we're getting loads of transfer offers for him. But when we come back, we will have probably the regular season finale. Considering how these games go, we currently now sit in 11th with a game in hand against Huddersfield. Not really a game in hand against other people, but only 3 points off. It's very tight towards the playoff spots here. I will see y'all for that later. Leave a like, subscribe, and peace.